Hey there guys, and thanks so much for clicking on this video and chilling out here with me as we talk about some movie news here on the channel. So recently, quite an interesting story has been popping up online regarding Will Smith and the Matrix franchise. It looks like actor Will Smith has put up a cryptic type of post on his Instagram page regarding the Matrix franchise, and it's leading to a lot of people speculating and theorizing that Will Smith could now be showing up in the Matrix franchise in the near future. I mean, this is a pretty interesting story here, guys. So let's get into this information, let's break it down, then let's check out that cryptic Instagram post that Will Smith put up on his Instagram page. So this comes to us from Comic Book Movie. Suicide Squad star Will Smith shares cryptic social media post. Has he joined the Matrix reboot as Neo? I mean, I love Will Smith, and I want to say I love The Matrix, but after the last movie, it really soured my taste on The Matrix. So it's hard for me to be excited about The Matrix, I have to be honest. But if I saw a trailer or a poster or some sort of marketing come out with The Matrix and Will Smith, and it actually looks decent, then I would be back on board with it. But after the last movie, I mean, a lot of people have been turned off to The Matrix, or they've just really soured on it, and they've got to do a good job to bring The Matrix back full steam. They've got to wash that awful taste out of people's mouths and kind of get fans back on board and renew the kind of the spark and the interest in the franchise. But I mean, could Will Smith be the man to do it? I think he could. He's got all the talent in the world, great actor. So we'll have to see if he does get cast, what he can bring to the role and what he can do to get fans back on board for the Matrix franchise. So let's get into this information. So last April, Warner Bros. Discovery announced that Goddard had been tapped to write and direct a new Matrix movie. Rumours of a reboot or spin-off have persisted for years, and while we don't know which category this project will fall into, the news excited fans of the franchise. Goddard, best known for writing The Martian and directing The Cabin in the Woods. I love both of those movies. The Martian was incredible, and The Cabin in the Woods, kind of campy, horror, fun. That had Chris Hemsworth in it, didn't it? I think. He also worked on Daredevil and Sony Pictures' unmade Sinister Six movie. He will be joined by franchise co-creator Lana Wachowski as executive producer. Today, the question on everyone's lips is whether the movie will star Will Smith as Neo. I mean, I think a lot of people would be like myself. When you first read this news, you're like, Will Smith, The Matrix? You're like, could that work? Would that not work? I'm not really sure. But I'm kind of in a cautiously optimistic mode with this type of news. Like I say, until I see like a trailer or maybe like a poster or something to get me excited and back on board, then I can see it. But at the moment, I'm struggling to get there because of the last movie was so bad, in my opinion. So I want to be excited, but I can't say that I am all that excited at the moment. But I'm willing to get there. But they have to do some good marketing to win us back, I think. So, the Oscar winner famously passed on the role instead and starred in the Wild Wild West movie. That's a pretty fun movie. As a result, Keanu Reeves was cast in the iconic character, and the rest, as they say, is history. However, a reboot could change things, and hey, there's still a better idea than there's a better idea than another sequel after the last three disappointing efforts. I liken The Matrix almost to like the Terminator franchise. It's like the first movie or first couple of movies, depending on who you are, were good movies. But the rest of the franchise, they've just tried to try and hammer out a good Matrix movie, kind of like the Terminator. They've tried to hammer out a good Terminator movie as well. And ultimately, every time they try, they fail and they just hammer the franchise into the ground further. It further sort of turns people off to the franchise, and ultimately it's so disappointing because The Matrix is such a fantastic concept. I mean, living in like a computerized world that's fake and it's not real, and you know, like it's a really, really interesting concept that if you could nail the landing with good writing and good characters, it could be something really, really special. Like the Terminator franchise, Skynet, AI, technology, if it was written well and done well, it could be such an interesting concept. But it's just, they just fail to land the writing, and it's a really bad shame for both of those franchises. But ultimately, we're talking about The Matrix here for this video. But yeah, like I say, I kind of liken it to the Terminator franchise in that kind of respect. So, let's go over to Instagram, where we have this post here. Let's look at this cryptic post. So, it has 67.9 thousand views. So, let's click on this, and let's just watch it quickly. So, let me turn the volume on. I mean, that was pretty cool. I mean, it went by pretty quick, but we're going to go back over here and have a read to it. So it's just a computer screen, like an old kind of 90s CRT kind of screen with like the text kind of going across it. And we'll reread what I had to say here. So it says, let's go down quickly. I think it's got it written here on the article somewhere. It's not like it would have been like the movie we got. Keanu was perfect. Lawrence Fishburne was perfect. So yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay, so let me just go back over it. We'll read it from here. So in 1990, let me just 1 second. Let me just let all the text come up quickly. So in 1997, the Wachowskis offered Will Smith the role of Neo in The Matrix. Smith turned it down. He chose the Wild Wild West, believing it was a better fit for him at the time, but the question remains, what would The Matrix have been like with Will Smith as Neo? Continuing on. Then it says, wake up, Will. The Matrix has you. So if this isn't an indication that he's going to be taking part in the Matrix franchise going forward, I mean, then what on earth is this cryptic message about? I mean, why would you put it out just for the sake of it? Like, what would ultimately be the point if it's not teasing or leading to something? Yeah, I'm not really sure why an actor of this caliber, that obviously had a past history, like it says here, where he turned down the role in 1997. Why would he be posting this on his Instagram if it has no relevance to anything, just randomly? So there has to be some sort of meaning behind it somewhere. You know, like I say, if he's not cast in the role or he has no affiliation with the Matrix in the near future, then I don't understand why this would all of a sudden be posted to his Instagram. It's very, very strange, but it's got to indicate something, surely. So, and I think that's kind of where we are. So it says, this guy says, reboot, laugh my ass off, good luck. Guaranteed this is for a Super Bowl commercial. Relax, everyone. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. So whether this is the actor teasing the casting in the new Matrix movie remains to be seen, but it's generating plenty of interest online. Talking in 2019, Smith acknowledged that he had been cast as Neo. Smith acknowledged he had been cast as Neo, the 1999 classic would have been vastly different. It's not like you would have been like the movie we got. Keanu was perfect. Lawrence Fishburne was perfect. He said, if I had done it because I'm black, Morpheus wouldn't have been black because they were looking at Val Kilmer. I was going to be Neo and Val Kilmer was going to be Morpheus, so I probably would have messed the Matrix up. So we would have had Will Smith and Val Kilmer as the two, as Neo and Morpheus. That would have been an interesting, ultimate kind of multiversal kind of version of the Matrix. So that would have been very interesting to see how that turned out. I don't think they're going to get Val Kilmer back, that's for sure. But guys, that's kind of where we are. So Will Smith sharing a cryptic Instagram post regarding The Matrix in 1997. I mean, does this mean something? Does it not mean anything? It's kind of weird why he would randomly post this if it has no relevance to anything, like I already said. But guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think it means something? Do you think it doesn't mean anything? And ultimately, if he was cast as Neo in an upcoming Matrix film, would you be excited for it, or do you think it's a bad idea? Would love to hear your thoughts on that as well. As always, guys, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit that like and become a subscriber of the channel as well if you haven't done so already. Being a subscriber goes a long way to helping the content and supporting the channel, so I really, really appreciate that. And as always, I will see you in the next video.